Hello everybody, thank you everybody for coming back and welcome to this whole new project, which is going to be, you can't see it because it's very small, it's going to be a rubber powered Bristol Beaufighter, again from the Towner collection. Now a little bit of maybe also a new setup because this is a side project. I've got the Mustang on the other table and I don't have space on this other table because I use it to work. So what I did, I took a little bit of polystyrene, went down to the shop, got some polystyrene, this stuff, cut it to shape and size mostly, shape is quite easy, and then put on this this plan on it, and I just have it now here on the frog so that you can see it a little bit better. But anyhow, so this is kind of a mobile thing, that's something that I can build on it and I can move it aside because, as I say, the other table is taken. And a little bit about my personal history with this model, like back in the 20th century, I'm going to say. I got hold of a bunch of the Towner models, and one of them was this one, not this exact piece of paper, but this model, this design. And in my youth I thought that being small would probably be easier, so I was kind of poring over this one for, I would say, hours on end, looking at it, how I would build it and things like that. And this is one of the reasons why I came back into the modeling, now in the 21st century, because I wanted to build this one. So yeah, it's not as easy, right? We know that building small is often more difficult than building large, but I had to learn that. I'm still learning that the hard way from that perspective. So back into the modeling, I did actually build this one. Let's see if I can take out some of the videos. I tried to fly it very unsuccessfully. Hopefully at this point you're watching how I'm failing on that one. It was built out of scrap balsa from some of the early kits that I was doing. I was just cutting out the edges of the wood there because it was thin wood and I thought it would be good. It didn't turn out too good, so I'm hoping now after some time building other models this one will end up a little bit better. And this particular model I then scrapped because it was going nowhere. It was a bit warped, the tail and everything, and it ended up somehow like this. Now is when I try to put a picture of what it ended up like. I have more pictures of these, but I lost them, so I've got them stored somewhere and I can't find them. But anyhow, that was the story of that, which I did enjoy building. It did not really fly well at all. Now for this one, the plan is, I don't think it'll fly either because I'm very bad at getting these things to fly. But I do need, I think, a side project, building smaller things, different things, changing from the Mustang over to this one, and basically keep the hands busy, hands and mind busy, right? So that is the plan for this one. Now in this one, it is called a peanut size. It's 13 inch, which I believe is actually the correct size for peanut. And as you can see, it's twin rubber powered. Sounds fantastic, impossible to make fly. I think some of you might be able to do it. It has here also like a right hand and left hand rubber motors, which means you need to carve out the propellers. I'm not sure if I'll do that or just use the plastic propellers that you can buy, because I'm not sure I'll be so good at carving. And the rubber motors connecting down here. You see here's into the fuselage, motor here, motor there. Looks easy, right? But when I tried to do it, it didn't work. Or it wasn't as successful, I would say. But it did actually get to turn, but then there's a lot of tensions going on at different angles, so the cowlings would pop out and things like that. So not an easy build. But anyhow, I'm not aiming to have it fly. Maybe yes, I probably will try it at some point, but the aim is actually to build. So what I'll do probably, I'll start with the fuselage. It's a box, kind of with these fuselage frames, and you see there's a box of the fuselage frames, and then these go up on the top and the bottom, these shapes, to give it the shape of the Beaufighter. A nice rugged little aeroplane, actually quite big. If you see pictures of them with people beside there, they look small maybe compared to the big bombers, but they're actually quite big. Interesting also that the ribs, at least some of them, they're completely hollowed out, like they've got a structure to them, as you can see, again to save weight. It's got to be the thinnest and the thinnest and lightest balsa wood possible, which is also kind of a risk that it might collapse under the strain of the rubber motors, right? But that is something that I'll have to live with or risk it. It does have undercarriage. I did put it on the other one, but I think that did not go too well. It probably adds a lot of weight. So maybe this one I'm thinking I won't put the undercarriage on. I'll just close the landing gear wheel wells, they're somewhere wrong, I think. I just leave them closed and then maybe hang it somewhere and does not have the undercarriage on it. So anyhow, I don't rush with this. I don't like to rush with my models, because it's more about the building than getting there, and I don't have where to put them on top of it. So as I say, this is going to be my side project, movable side project that I can put aside when I have something to do, something else to do on this table, and basically see how it comes along. And then at some point it'll finish. It'll take some time, but I'll show you the progress as I go along, as always. And that's pretty much it. So thank you everybody for watching, following along. Looking forward to your recommendations. I'm sure I will need some of those, especially for this model, and I'll see you next time.